Welcome to my channel where we uncover the essence of living in Memphis and the Mid-South. Thanks for joining me today. If you're looking to live, work, or play in the Mid-South, or even buy real estate, I'm Amy Clark with Bartlett Realtors, your go-to realtor for living in Memphis and the Mid-South. If you're thinking about buying or selling or investing in the area, let's connect. Let's make your Memphis dream a reality. Channel where we uncover the essence of living in Memphis and the Mid-South. Hit that subscribe button and notifications for all the ways that we can connect. Remember, you can always contact me so we can have a buyer consultation. So today we are going to Bartlett, Tennessee. Bartlett is in Shelby County. It's right outside of the Memphis city limits. Bartlett is along Interstate 40. And then we're going to check out Lakeland, which is right next to it, and another city, Arlington, right along I-40 as well. So you have Bartlett, Lakeland, and Arlington going east, kind of towards Nashville. All right, so let's go to Bartlett. Okay, here we are in Bartlett, Tennessee. As you can see, Bartlett is northeast of Memphis, about 10 miles to the Memphis Zoo from Bartlett right there. Bartlett is a highly populated city. It's got 57,000 people in it. Bartlett was originally called Union Depot first. It was a stagecoach route from Nashville to Memphis until it was replaced by the Memphis, Ohio Railroad. And then the name was changed after Major Gabriel M. Bartlett. And so it went from Union Depot, now it's named Bartlett. Bartlett has 23 square miles. But they have an annex reserve that's already been annexed, and that's an extra 20 miles. So Bartlett does have some room for expansion, probably to the north here, right up to the north right here. Bartlett was incorporated in 1866 and remained a very small town for at least 100 years. Only 508 people that lived in Bartlett. And then in the 1970s, Bartlett grew very rapidly, 70s and 80s. Due to people leaving Memphis and getting new homes out in Bartlett. So we have the Bartlett Performing Arts Center, and the first concert was done by Art Garfunkel. You also have your Bartlett Recreation Center. It's a 55,000 square foot recreation center that has swimming pool, racquetball, racket courts, basketball, running, track, workout rooms. And since its opening in 2000, it needed no financial help from the city to remain open. It's done remarkably well. So the city hasn't had to pay for any of the Bartlett Police Station. It's located right behind the Bartlett Police Station. So in Bartlett, their school system in 2013, 2014, they broke off from Memphis and Shelby County school system. They created the Bartlett City School District, which has 11 buildings and can educate all of the Bartlett residents. There are also 2 private schools there. There's St. Anne's Elementary School, and there's Bartlett Baptist Preschool Kindergarten. So what's sold out here in Bartlett? So over the last summer, we've had 140 houses sell in Bartlett, and that's like June to August. The average sold home price is $340,000. On your low end, you're going to get about $140,000. That'll get you a 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom condo. Or on the high end, probably over here in Davies Plantation, you did get a 6-bedroom, 5-bathroom house in this neighborhood of Davies Plantation right here for $799,000 in the Davies Plantation area, which is very close to the Lakeland Golf Club. So I mentioned before that Bartlett was named Union Depot. So Union Depot is a new development that they're going to build in the heart of Bartlett. It's projected to be a mixed-use development company, a mixed-use development area in Bartlett that is being built by Blue Sky Communities on the 74 acres where the former Tennessee Baptist Children's Homes were, located off US 70 and Stage Road. So this is Stage Road, so the Union Depot is going to be on 79 acres right around here. 337 flats, a clubhouse, a pool, fitness area, and a gated area. 336 apartments, 70 townhouses, 161 single-family homes, and lofts above retail. So it's going to be a real tight-knit community, walkable community where you can get in your golf cart and run around, go to dinner and go to the pool and go back home, have some shops and shopping centers there. So it's going to be commercial space, retail and office space, lots of housing options, parks, green areas, and walking trails, swimming pools, and rec facilities. So that's going to be a great addition to the Bartlett area. There's an increase for housing right now because of Blue Oval City. And we'll talk about Blue Oval City in just a little bit. All right, so that's Bartlett for you. Okay, next we're gonna be moving into Lakeland. Lakeland here. Lakeland has I-40 running right through it. You get on I-40 and you go out of town, out of Memphis, you're gonna be in Nashville in 3.5 hours. Lakeland was originally formed around this lake right here. The city was originally built around the Garner Lake, a 300-acre man-made lake. The center of Lakeland Amusement Park from 1961 to 1978. The park had 2 railroads, a swimming pool, and a sky ride. The park's creator, Lewis Garner, also led the city to incorporate in 1977. Now the park is not there, the amusement park is not there anymore, but there are remnants of the park that remain that you can still see. So now, today, the lake is being used for boating, fishing, swimming, and sightseeing, not to mention all the beautiful homes that have built up right around Lakeland right here. So your median income in Lakeland is about $100,000 a year, age of 42, and you have a much smaller population in Lakeland. It's going to be about 13,800 people in Lakeland as of the 2020 census. Let's move up north. 2 cool things that are happening in Lakeland. The Blues City Winery. The owner, Dr. Ed Stevens, and his wife manage the property, and the owner is Jerry Michi. They operate the establishment on 3 unwavering principles: cultivation, dedication, and plenty of wine. Wine tastings are offered throughout the day. Tours are also permitted, and groups of 10 or more are encouraged to call ahead and make reservations. If wine just isn't your thing, they serve beer as well. They currently import the grapes from the wineries in West Tennessee, but they're cultivating their own grapes for self-sustaining wine production in the future. It takes about 5 to 7 years for the vineyard grapes to be fully mature and develop their flavor. So that's what they're working on currently. Your visit to the Delta Blues Winery is an experience. At least that's what they want you to achieve. With all the scenery, Delta Blues is an incredible venue to host events and activities. They do birthday parties, weddings, anniversaries, showers, rehearsal dinners, you name it. And they even do tours by appointment. They want you to know that this winery is a place to go, a place to visit with friends, to do the things you do, to sit on the porch and enjoy a glass of wine or beer. They have a shop there that they cater to local businesses. So you can buy products in their gift shop, soaps, jewelry, t-shirts, other local goods. They also sell gourmet cheeses, jams, and jellies. They try to be an outlet for local business partners. Move down to the center right here. The winery is easy to get to because it's right off of 385. So if you're traveling around 385 or I-40, you're coming up I-40, you can go to the vineyard. It's right off Stewart Road right there. Okay, and then down here in the center is the Memphis Sports Shooting Association. That's a nonprofit organization that dedicates to the safety of shooting as a sport. It is a members-only facility for the safe and proper use of firearms. But in a time of national war or in a time of national emergency or war, our members are in effective training for those eligible for military service in the use of firearms. Right, the Memphis Sports Shooting Association includes 185 acres of planned land, which offers skeet fields, trap fields, stands, 2 5-stands, a 7, a 15, a 25, a 50, and a 100-yard covered pistol and rifle range, a cowboy action shooting range, archery range, clay sport range, a 15-station sporting clay course, a 200 and 300-yard long range, and a long rifle range up to 600 yards. So I have sold some houses over near the Memphis Sports Shooting Association, and it is very interesting to hear all the guns being fired off, but you know that nothing happens before 8 o'clock in the morning there,
and not on holidays either. So, but when you're standing outside and you hear the gunshots, just be aware that you're in the country and it is a private club that's shooting the guns. So everything's perfectly normal out there in Lakeland. So let's talk about Lakeland and what has sold in Lakeland this past summer. So your average home price is $530,000 out here in Lakeland. And your low end is about $200,000. You'll get a 4-bedroom, 2-bath house. But on the high end, like at the Preserve at Lakeland, you're gonna get a 5-bedroom house, 4 bathrooms for 5,400 square feet, close to $1 million. So large house for $1 million out here in Lakeland. The Lakeland School District, it's a Lakeland school system. They have your elementary and your kindergarten or elementary and your middle school. However, they do not have a high school. Lakeland does not have a high school. But in the Lakeland school system, they were voted by the Tennessee Department of Education as 1 out of 16 school districts in the state that has given an exemplary rating. So now I mentioned that there is no high school for your high school kids out in Lakeland. Well, Lakeland has created a deal with their nearby city, right here, Arlington, right to the north, a little east along I-40 again. They've created a partnership with them. Any of your Lakeland high schoolers that live in the Lakeland area are allowed to visit, are allowed to go to Arlington High School. All right, that was Lakeland. And now we're gonna move to Arlington, right up I-40, next town over. Here's Arlington. Arlington, we had a yellow fever outbreak in the 1800s, 1856, in Memphis, which contributed to the stagnant population as the town's fathers quarantined everybody and forbid to let any outsiders in. And the town was soon incorporated, known as Hayesville, in 1878. So they kept to themselves. They didn't want yellow fever coming into the town of Arlington. So Arlington is in Shelby County. Now Shelby County ends right here. This dotted line straight down, that's Shelby County, that's Fayette County. So Fayette County is not nearly as built up as Arlington is. Arlington's still considered pretty rolling hills country type area. So like I said, it was named Hayesville after Samuel Jackson Hayes, who was the nephew of President Andrew Jackson. And then the post office said, hey, we can't use Hayesville as an incorporated city. For some reason or the other, the post office said that you cannot use the word Hayesville. But luckily, Captain Henry Pittman, who lived in Hayesville, had just come back from a trip from Washington, D.C., and where he visited Arlington National Cemetery. And he was so inspired inspired by the Arlington National Cemetery that he came home and said, hey, we have a new name, Arlington. And so that's how Arlington was incorporated. There is a historical site in Arlington. It's the Arlington Blacksmith Shop. There are fewer than 1,000 blacksmith shops left nationwide. And Arlington's is an important one to the small town's history. It was made in the 1800s and is still put out to use during certain events throughout the year. So that's a little history of Arlington for you. It's 20 square miles, where Bartlett is about 23 square miles. They're about the same size, but this is a much smaller number of people living in Arlington. There's only 14,000 people living in Arlington, so you can spread out a little bit here in Arlington. So let's see what sold in Arlington this past summer. So like I said, it still is within the Shelby County limits. And on the low end of a house, you're gonna get a 3-bedroom, 1-bath for about $225,000. Your average home price here is about $460,000, but you could get a neighborhood, or you could probably get an acre or two with your house. So, but on the high end, you're gonna be in a new neighborhood, the Villages of White Oak right here. This is the Villages of White Oak in Arlington. Lots of little neighborhoods around through here. You're still gonna have your Smoothie King and your sports complexes, Arlington Sports Complex, and your major interstates going through Arlington to get around. But the Villages of White Oaks, this is a Grant home. It's new construction. So the house that sold this summer over there was 4,000 square feet. And it was $733,000, so well under $1 million for a brand new house in a gorgeous little town of Arlington here. All right, So I mentioned Arlington's growing pretty good. There's been a 26% increase in population since 2010. So that's pretty steady growth for Arlington. So right up here on I-40 at exit 28, Buc-ee's is welcome to Fayette County. They are building this Buc-ee's out there. Buc-ee's is a travel center. We don't know anything about Buc-ee's down here because we don't have any. So this is our first one. We don't have any in North Mississippi either. So, but I will definitely be driving to Buc-ee's because I've heard some things about it. Exit 28 on I-40 is going to be your Buc-ee's. 74,000 square foot of shopping. The location will have 120 fueling stations, 71 restrooms for guests, and even though as big as it sounds like a truck travel center, but it is no semi-trucks are going to be allowed to visit there. So they're going to have to stop elsewhere for fueling. It's just for cars and travelers. Very cool. Buc-ee's, that's exciting that Buc-ee's is coming. So right up the street from Buc-ee's, just about 15 miles from Buc-ee's, the location of Ford Motor Company, has invested a significant amount, $5.4 billion, which is supposed to be completed in 2025. That may get pushed back a little bit. That's out of my control. But they're going to be building electric vehicle production there. So it's 15 miles from the new Buc-ee's, and so your Blue Oval City is the name of the name of the Ford Motor Plant, and it's going to be 25 miles from Bartlett. So Blue Oval City is out here. Buc-ee's is out here. When you get gas, fill up, and you either live in Arlington, Lakeland, or Bartlett, and it's only 25-mile drive to Bartlett, and it would be all interstate the whole way to get back and forth to work, which is why Union Depot is going to be a great new complex for people to live in.
And there you have it, a little look at Bartlett, Lakeland, and Arlington, all along Interstate 40 in the surrounding areas of Memphis. There's a little something for everyone. If you're looking to live, work, or play in the Mid-South, or even buy real estate, I'm Amy Clark with Bartlett Realtors, your go-to realtor for living in Memphis and the Mid-South. If you're thinking about buying or selling or investing in the area, let's connect. Don't forget to like and subscribe for all the local insights and real estate tips. Be sure to hit that notification bell to stay up to date on all my new videos. Let's make your Memphis dream a reality. Ready to dive deeper into the Memphis market? Schedule a free consultation with me today.